Happy Saturday, everybody. It is December 18th, 2021. It will be our last Small Business Saturday of the year. I know all is right, Jill, but all is actually right because we're about to give you 3 things you have to consider for your digital strategy in 2022. I'm Bernie O'Lilla, and I am here as always with Jill Spite. Jill, thank you so much for filling in for me last week.
No problem.
I had to do a lot of stuff for the Christmas party around here.
We missed you.
I never did anything for the Christmas party, but I was there, and it was fun. But anyway, today, everybody, we have some great stuff for you. We're going to talk about things that you need to consider as you're planning your 2022 digital marketing strategy.
Yeah.
And you know what the number one thing is, Jill?
What?
It shouldn't be price. It should be revenue generation goals.
Yes.
And quality that you're going out there to look for, right?
Exactly. Yeah. The first thing you need to take a look at in terms of your 2022 goals is, are you investing the right amount of revenue into your digital marketing?
I know you can't make $10 million on $150 a month that you're
Yes.
sending to somebody's sister,
Yeah.
across the country or whatever it is. You really got to think about, all right, if I want to make money, I'm going to have to put a certain percentage back into it. And Jill, the
Exactly.
magic formula is what?
Yes. So we follow what the United States Small Business Association goes by, which is if you're 5 million and under, you allocate 7 to 8% of your revenue to go back into digital marketing. If you're 5 million and above, they recommend 10 to 12%.
10 to 12%. Not that big a chunk, but enough to make a dent online. A lot of people come to us and like, yeah, I'm running PPC. I'm spending $3,000 a month.
Yep.
It's like, okay, well, what do you want to grow to? And they're like, 25 million. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
On $3,000, like,
Yes.
think about how much stuff actually costs, like clicks. Like if you're a personal injury attorney,
Yes.
or if you're an HVAC contractor in like Arizona, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about how much that click costs. You're
Yeah.
upwards of 100, way north. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to think about what that acquisition cost is, and then factor that into your planning.
Yeah.
And think about how many clicks how many visitors to my site usually convert? What's my conversion rate? What's my bounce rate like on my ads,
Yeah.
But start high level and say, okay, I want to make this much money. I should put this much money back into it. Not I want to make this much money and I only want to spend $1,000.
Exactly. And also the great thing about the 7 to 8% or the 10 to 12% is that it's a sliding scale. So obviously
Yeah.
the more aggressive you want to be, that's going to reflect in the budget. If you want to go from 1 million to 2 million, or if you're looking to do 1 million and go to 1.5, everything's going to adjust accordingly.
Yes, 100%. And a lot of people out there, you guys have you're in the right space. And think about this. When you're actually talking to your whatever agency or whoever you're going to hire to do this for you, have them walk you through what they're going to be spending that money on. Because it is a chunk of change.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You should know where those dollars are going. And you should see like what is going to be happening from like a cost standpoint on paid or social media, whatever it is. Like this is what I'm going to put here. This is why, sir. It costs this much money per click in this area, and you're going to need this much to get where you want to go, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Everything should be backed up into a digital plan where some money's allocated toward SEO, some's allocated towards your PPC budget or your LSA budget.
Yeah.
If there's a management fee, like it should all be broken down so you know overall what you're going to be spending and then what channels you're going with.
Exactly. And I think, let me pop a little 1A on there, all right? Because a lot of times people, like, not a lot of times, but sometimes you'll get somebody that'll have, like, this nice, healthy marketing budget, but then
Yeah.
they don't want to pay, like, $135 a month for MailChimp.
Oh, yeah.
So think about those tools, too, that you're going to need. Like, you're going to have to pay that platform
Yes.
for email marketing. You know what I
Yep.
mean? You're going to have to pay to have, certain files hosted in certain places, right?
Yep.
So you're going to have a little bit set aside. But don't be so aggressive and then say, oh, my God, I can't spend, $35 a month on, whatever this little thing is
Right.
going to be, a Canva
Right.
membership so I can make, graphics,
Yeah. Yeah.
If you like this content and you're trying to grow your business, follow me at Lance Bachman and Lance Bachman Digital on Facebook. LFG, time to grow.
Cool. So number 2, in terms of what people can do digitally.
Yes.
And it's going to be something that we both love, which is content. What should people be doing?
So our number 2 is exploring audio and video. So if you're already buttoned up on your digital marketing side, you've got SEO working for you, your PPC's running, your social media ads are running, you got email marketing going.
Yep.
Look into audio and video.
Yeah.
Look into YouTube ads.
Yes.
Look into Hulu, Spotify, Pandora.
Yep.
Broaden your horizons and see how much further you can go.
Yeah, if you're dominating, a lot of customers of ours dominating, but even if you're not our customer, if you're dominating online and you're looking to grow more and you're just killing it, your impression share is super high on Google search and you're just murdering your backyard and the whole neighborhood, whatever it is.
Yep.
Think about like, okay, I own this spot. Like I'm going to have to branch out and go to different spots to own now if I want to keep growing. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And the great thing about YouTube ads too is like taking the, when someone did a search on Google and then they did a search on YouTube, you can show up for an ad on YouTube. Like you're going to get more conversions that way as well. So making it all flow and work off of one another is what's great.
Definitely. All that retargeting that goes into this kind of thing. Like you ever search for, Jill, you definitely search for shoes. Yeah. Jill's always wearing Fresh Kicks in the office. But like if you search for a pair of shoes, you didn't even click on nothing, but then you go to your YouTube and you get the ad for it,
exactly,
right?
Yes. Or Facebook, Instagram. Mm-hmm. I'm constantly targeted on Instagram and I purchase everything.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andrew, my husband.
She's not sorry, dude.
But yeah, it works.
Sorry, Andrew.
It works.
Yeah. That's what you want to do is make sure you have that kind of stuff set up so that you are capturing that traffic. And, let's give a little 2B here, too. Maybe broaden your horizons a little bit further, Maybe you're not doing Nextdoor. Maybe you're not even looking at Yelp. Mm-hmm. Maybe you're not even looking at some of these other platforms where advertisers can buy spots in people's feeds for customers who are going to look for a certain thing.
Yes.
I'm not talking about Angie's List. I'm not talking about House, all right? Because that is hit or miss, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
I'm talking about actual platforms where you can log in, build ads, and target people.
Yep.
So think about that and ask your agency partner, whoever's working with you on your digital, what else you can do and what other platforms are going to be viable for you.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah.
Our third thing now is tracking.
Oh, no.
Obviously, going into a new year, if your tracking hasn't been set up correctly or it hasn't been working the past year, make sure your tracking is set up correctly.
Spend a couple of hours to just set up those goals in your analytics. No, none of that click bullshit, all right? None of that stuff.
Yes.
Set up your goals, link your call tracking stuff up there. Make sure your contact forms are being accounted the right way, and test everything so you know what you're getting.
Yep, exactly. Right? And if you don't know how people are finding you and you don't know what your ROI is, how do you know what's working for you?
Yeah, great. You got a budget. Where's it going? What's it bringing back? All right.
Exactly.
So you know where it's going to go, but what's it bringing back? What has it already brought back to you? And if you don't know, you don't know. That's fine. But now you're going to know because you're going to set your goals up the right way.
Yep.
If you probably can't do it, no offense out there if you're watching, you don't know how to set up your tracking, you know how to do your job and run your business. We do our jobs over here. Even me and Jill, we're not jumping into analytics and setting everything up personally.
Nope.
There are people that need to do this kind of stuff for you, and whoever's working for you on your digital needs to jump in and make sure your goals are set up for the next year.
Yep.
Because if you told them what you want to accomplish, those goals better be reflected in what the goals that you gave them were.
Exactly.
I said goals a lot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That's it.
All right.
Those are the top three things.
That's it. For the whole year, we're done. All right, Jill, it's been a great year then for 2021 Small Business Saturday. We have this awesome new studio. We have a lot of great conversations in here.
Yep.
We will see you next year. Everybody out there, thank you so much for tuning in to Small Business Saturday. We see you. We know you're watching. The audience is growing. Let me or Jill know if you want an audit before the calendar year starts in 2022 to make sure your digital marketing is set up straight. And reach out to us if you have any questions. Jill, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Everybody, thank you for watching. Happy New Year. We will see you soon.
Happy holidays.
Bing bong.